The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows. What the defender does.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And Lance again going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours, because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Means he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Faking the handoff. Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shepard now from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Howell. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Howell. And that'll be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Robinson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Howell. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Taking it about the 1. Now Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our two games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon God.
And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second down throw for Howell. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Personal foul.
Baseman.
Defense.
We can't have that.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun again to Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Able to connect with Dotson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Robinson. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Option left. Hal's going to run with it. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Lance. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, right?
Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 43.
They'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Robinson throwing on 4th down. He finds his man complete. It's Howell, and he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find Gray here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he did.